Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, my car broke down on the way home from the NEC last night, and this morning I received a rather interesting email. It says, "Hiya, when I was watching your NEC streaming earlier today, I noticed a shady looking guy doing something in your engine bay. It may be nothing, but take a look on your part 2 video when you were talking to the engine guy in your car. He lifted the boot and seemed to be doing something, and then he slammed the boot shut. Great vids, by the way. Keep it up, but watch your back." So let's take a look at the video, and I think there might be something to this, but there might not. But it's quite funny to think about the concept of somebody sabotaging my car at the show. Anyway, if we go to the timestamp of around about 50 seconds on my video with the gentleman who was discussing the Citroen engines.
Something's going on there. Right, 46 people watching, so we shall start. Derek drives a Citroen, well I can show him, look.
C6?
Citroen C6. Now a Citroen C6 is a rare and luxurious machine, but I love that there's someone going in the boot of the car whilst we're making a live video. Well, that's the engine.
The bloke walks up quite directly to the engine, looks in the car to see what we're doing, and then reaches in. He's doing something with his right hand, and annoyingly, I then cover the screen with the phone. He then shuts the boot quite directly, looks around, and then they wander off. As they're leaving, they don't then look back at the car, so I suspect it's nothing, but it is quite funny to consider the idea that someone would sabotage my car at the show. What do you think in the comments? I'm going to roll the footage again. So here it is again. What are they doing? Are they just looking to see, oh, this is a rare Renault, I wonder if it's got the such and such from 1969? Or did they do something in the engine bay to sabotage my journey home? You let me know in the comments. Lots more videos coming up later today because the craziness sadly continues in the EV world and the petrol world and, well, everywhere really. My Renault is currently not yet recovered. I'm hoping that it will be back with Paul, the fixing man, by later on today. So let me know in the comments if you think the car was sabotaged. Right, see you all later on for more videos. This is not the YouTube live that I was expecting to make tonight. I've broken down.
Waiting for my wife to come and pick me up. We're going to abandon the Renault here tonight. Yep, there's definitely a weird line on there. So what's happened is driving along the motorway, and it starts to cough and splutter, and I thought this feels exactly the way it felt when it ran out of petrol the other day. So I managed to coax it. I actually managed to get to the motorway junction that I was trying to get to. So I came off at Bromsgrove and I pulled over, and I'm as far over as I can on the slip road. I get off the motorway, it's sunny, it's a nice day, and I've got a canister of fuel with me. I've got 5 litres of petrol. So I go around to the back of the car, because as you know, the fuel filler's in the back, and I put the petrol in, and it makes no difference. And I'm like, okay, so this isn't fuel. So it's coughing and spluttering. There's an uphill to a traffic light, and then I know that there's a pub, and I'm thinking if I can get up the hill, over the traffic light and to the pub, at least I'm safe and I can break down in the car park at the pub. How convenient. So it's not happy, it's not starting properly, and I'm still on the slip road by this point. I managed to sort of crawl it in first gear, kind of on the clutch, to the traffic light. And then it cuts out and the traffic light goes red, so I'm okay. And then I've got to get the car started again when the traffic light goes green. Traffic light goes green and car won't start. Then I managed to get it started, and I crawled at snail's pace, probably mostly rolling, across the roundabout and towards the pub. But then it was on the downhill section, and on the downhill section I was like, oh, now I'm doing okay. So there's a petrol station, so I pulled into the petrol station and I park up and I think, right, what can I actually do? What can I look at here? What's interesting is, since the car's been at the show, it's got a red light on the dash that it never had before. And that red light is coming on when I brake. So it's like I've now got a warning light on the dash that is somehow connected to my brake lights.
Oh, one more thing on that as well. In the video where I broke down, I did make it seem like I'd run out of petrol. But I was fairly confident that I had enough petrol to get me home. Because of the debacle with being unable to fill up at BP before the show, I had put a full tank of fuel in at Texaco the day before the show. There should have been enough fuel in the car to get me home. So people saying, oh, you ran the tank low and you dragged crap through the carburetor, I'm not completely sure that was the case. So it could well be that the car was sabotaged. It was running really rough from the moment I started the car at the NEC. I was driving out the NEC thinking, oh, this is odd. Maybe the car just needs to warm up a bit. Normally it runs rough and then it warms up and then it's fine. But leaving the NEC yesterday, I could not keep the car going. And I thought that was odd, and I figured as soon as I got on bigger roads, the car would sort itself out, but it never did. So the car was running rough directly from driving it away from the stand. And no one had messed with that car all weekend, apart from all the people that had been messing with it. So I don't know. Maybe it's something, maybe it's nothing. Either way, it's quite funny. I'm going to recover the car later on today and we'll find out exactly what's gone wrong. And I'll let you know on a video. Enjoy your day.